Hello. So for my first question in the Unit 4 assessment, I was given basically a set of criteria for a function that I have to sketch. The information that was given to us is this over here, and basically over here just gives us 3 points that are on the graph in the function, and they basically give us some restrictions on the first derivative as well as the second derivative. So to start with this question, what I did is I first drew a grid, and then I started right away by plugging in the 3 points that have been given to us. So f at 0, f at -2, and f at 2, right over here, these 3 points. And then after that, I realized that there's also an asymptote on this graph, and it's over here. The limit as x approaches -infinity is -1, and as it approaches infinity is also -1. So it might appear as if it's two different asymptotes, but they're really giving us the same information, and that's basically saying that there's an asymptote at x equals -1. So I drew that next over here on the graph. And then we were told that the first derivative is smaller than x on the interval -infinity to 0. So what this actually means is that from -infinity till 0, the function is actually going to be decreasing, and we can see that here on the graph. If we can imagine -infinity, we can see it basically coming down until it reaches 0. So it's decreasing from -infinity to 0. Then we're also told that the first derivative is bigger than 0 on the interval 0 to infinity. So this means that from 0 all the way to infinity, the function is going to be increasing, as we can see here. Then we're also told that the second derivative is bigger than 0 on the interval -infinity to -2 and 2 to infinity. So what this tells us is that the function is actually going to be concave down from -infinity till -2. It's not that clear on the graph, as the graph should be like a lot more smoother, but we can imagine how it would look like being concave down over here. And then it also says that from 2 to infinity, it would also be concave down, considering that the second derivative is actually smaller than 0 on that interval. We're also told that from -2 till 2, the second derivative is actually bigger than 0. And what that means is that on that interval, the function is going to be concave up, as we can see here. From -2 till 2, it creates like this little parabola that's concaved up. And that was all the information that was given to us. And basically this graph and sketch should meet all the criteria that was given to us here. Thank you, and I'll see you at the second question.